Hey Gemini, we're going to do your reading. So let me show you what I've already laid out. Really strong message here about being in a place where you can just, instead of knee-jerking or overreacting, there's a need to realize that you can just keep a real steady progress. We've got our steady, stable energy, moving forward. We've got the Eight of Pentacles in your position. That's focused attention. Focused attention, it could be good, could be bad. Sometimes we focus on the wrong things that, get us off track and aren't really productive. There's a strong message here to stay on things that are productive. I feel like there might be a kind of a misunderstanding, or somebody maybe misreading you or not seeing your value, and a need or a want to knee-jerk and try and correct that. When the next card we have is the Strength card. It is about self-control and kind of balancing that line in the land. We all have impulses that something's said, something's done, and it makes us want to react. But typically, if you acknowledge that feeling is an impulse, and it's a reaction, it typically will subdue. And often we see things differently, the next day, or a little while later, or even 5 minutes later. So with the Strength card being there, Leo energy, you could be dealing with a Leo. But it looks like there's very solid, congruent message here about staying on a steady, stable course. We've got the Turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race, and we have the Perseverance card. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. This is not a card of Capricorn, but I am feeling Capricorn. We have the Death card also, which is Scorpionic energy. Death cards are about endings. Sometimes endings are hard. Sometimes they are really hard, but until we see what new life it brings in, right? We also have the Seven of Wands here. Seven of Wands is about holding your ground. Again, it's not lashing out. It's very steady, but it's also just, you're ready if somebody attacks you, you're going to protect yourself. It's also defending everything that you've worked for and established. It's saying, no way, you're not getting in here, right? Not today. And then we also have, next to it, we have the Nine of Wands, which is, it's been long. There's been a heavy burden. You've carried a lot. You've been through a lot. And those past experiences may be built up, making you want to knee-jerk or overreact. But at the ending here, we have the Ten of Pentacles. That's wish fulfillment. It is financial abundance. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. So that's really, really impressive. Very strong message about good things to come, and a reminder to stay even steady. So if somebody has misjudged you or mistreated you, or you feel misunderstood, often we want to knee-jerk and correct that, or do something to show them something different. But really what does prove, who we are, and not only authenticity, but it's over time being steady and stable. It's not bouncing all over the place. It's not having to autocorrect, or feel like, oh, well, I want this outcome, so I'm going to take this action, because energy flows. It moves and flows, okay? Also, just want to show you this real quick. The bottom of this deck that I'm about to use, we have the 3 major arcanas, which is kind of crazy. We've got the Star card, so we have Aquarius energy, and this is hope and healing and dreams. With the High Priestess, totally fits the rest of this in the sense that she does not knee-jerk. She doesn't even react. Usually she just kind of leans back and observes, and she's very aloof and just kind of like lets everything else play out and just kind of watches. And she kind of has that energy of kind of like letting everybody else just make a fool, play the fool, while she just kind of observes and maybe even kind of like is all knowing. We've got the Chariot. That's divine direction, motion forward, could be travel. So anyway, strong reading here about just keeping your cool, being even and steady. Let's look at love real quick. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to put these back because it's so many, but we've got the Ten of Pentacles, King of Swords. King of Swords is you, could be Aquarius again. Cutting out. So it's interesting because here we have the Five of Swords in this deck. It looks a lot like, you know, winning at all cost. I feel like there's a strong vibe here about, you know, cutting away, letting go of things that are disruptive to you. Right when I said disruptive, look at that, the Tower. Let's see what it came up with. This is where I split the deck. Yeah, look at that. Jeez, that's crazy. Cutting out things that feel disruptive. The King of Swords. Being clear-minded, not clouding situation, maybe with overthinking. Let's look at love real quick. Okay, there's juggling. Two of Pentacles. There's the Star card again. Interesting. Hope, healing, dreams. King of Pentacles. So somebody that you could be dealing with an earth sign. The King of Pentacles is somebody who's very resourceful, often respected, you know, possibly controlling. I don't know if I'm not really totally feeling that, but there is a trying to balance. See that Two of Pentacles, that he's juggling two things and he's standing on one foot. So he's holding a careful balance, or he's trying to, but as energy changes and moves, you keep having to readjust, and maybe there's a need to not try to make things so right all the time, right? There's just a kind of a hope, or I want to say anticipation with that Star card, or expectancy that things will even out and work out without having to do so much when it comes to how others view you, something like that. Okay, so how the person sees you, very generous. How they see the situation. The Three of Wands is about moving forward. It is progress. I think this person sees you as very successful. This is crazy because that just showed up a second ago and I didn't take it. And there's the Independence. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Look at the bottom of the deck. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles. That's wealth. I mean, it looks like this is money. All about money. Okay, so I think for a lot of you, you might be in a position that makes you feel like everything I've done, everything I've worked hard for, it should be here by now, and maybe this is like a sign, a feeling sign from that. Maybe you may be going back and forth, and it could have to do with love. Okay, so whether this is love, or whatever you're flipping up and down or trying to balance emotions about love or success, money, it feels like you're in a place where you're going, I should be there by now, or this might be, maybe I need to give up on this or shift gears or whatever. But I feel like you keep trying to shift gears to adjust to the ebbs and flows, when the ebbs and flows, right, those eventually just balance out. you know. So for you to keep going up and down or trying to adjust to what the changes around you, if you have more of a just steady mindset, it comes around. Look at this. So we've got financial blessings, independence, wealth. I don't know which order these came out in, but look at this. We have the Justice card. That's, again, things balancing out. And so this is implying money for a lot of you. The World card is new beginnings, new cycles, things coming through, things completing. We have and so for some of you, this is love, and for some of you, it's money. But the Empress card, strong Libran energy. The Four of Wands is, again, a steady, stable foundation. This reading is all about, I mean, I don't know that you could get much prettier of a reading. We've got the Empress, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. Didn't we have that twice? That's kind of crazy. So you're on the right path. You may just need a reminder not to knee-jerk, you know. You've got money, success, whatever it is your endeavor is, whatever endeavor you are working on and feeling uncertain about, or maybe shifting gears, this is saying stay the course. Don't give up. The Nine of Wands. Oh, so for a lot of you, it's love. The Nine of Wands is battered and bruised, but holding your ground, staying stable. This Two of Cups is equal give and take. Not over giving. Again, the Chariot. You've got major forward motion and to stay on track. I mean, wow. Beautiful. So, you guys, I'm going to set an intention in the comments. Please just say I affirm if you'd like to be included in your intention, and or write your own intention, and the rest of us can do that for, you know, affirm it for you. But this is beautiful, Gemini. So if you're feeling discouraged or unsure, you've got a major confirmation here that you're on the right track, and not to knee-jerk, because over time a steady, stable energy is going to pay off. For a few of you, I feel like maybe there's something about getting started on something, or a need to get started on something, and there's like, if I don't have it all figured out, I don't know how to take the first step. So I want you to kind of back up from that, not worry about the entire, you don't have to have everything perfect to take the first step, because you're going to course correct along the way. You could have the perfect plan, wait for the perfect plan, put in place the perfect plan, and then get started, and then that whole plan, you know, it doesn't work out, and you have to course correct. You're always going to have to course correct. So just take a little step. If you're intimidated by diving into something, just take smaller steps, okay? And that's going to help you get started. All right, Gemini, you guys, I love you very much. I hope you're doing well. Put your intentions in the comments. I will start one off for you, and you can just say yes, I affirm, and so that it gets circulated with the video all over the world thousands of times. Love you guys. Bye, Gemini.